Hi everybody, it's Carlos here. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, and Happy Kwanzaa, and everything else that you celebrate during the holidays here. Today we're going to be doing a Pokemon Gen 1 Top 5 Fire types here. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because they're going to come back. The original games are going to come back on the 3DS shop on February 27th. Oh my gosh! It's a little bit better than the remake. I've been hoping to play the originals for a very long time, and I'm super excited to do it. So anyways, before we go on, I just wanted you guys to let you know that this is all based on my opinion on basically what I like, either the art style, whether or not it actually is competitive, although that's probably not going to count as much, and my own personal and nostalgic feels to it. So if your list is different than mine, then that's cool. If not, then hey, that's all cool, man. So without further ado, let's begin. Number 5 is going to be Rapidash. Why Rapidash? Well, it's a, oh, I don't know, a unicorn on fire? That's pretty metal if you ask me. Rapidash is one of those cool Pokemon that you get to meet when you fight Blaine for the Volcano Badge. It's a pretty awesome Pokemon. It's not that great stat-wise, considering it's kind of in the mid-tier and everything, so it's not going to be seeing as much in competitive play, but it is a cool Pokemon to have. Its red and blue sprite is one of the coolest ones that I've seen. It has a whole majestic feel of, you know, I'm badass and look at me now and all that kind of stuff. Its Pokedex entry reads, just loves to run. If it sees anything faster than itself, it will give chase at top speed. You can't get more energetic than that, and considering it's a horse on fire, it's pretty accurate. It's really cool. Okay, so coming in at number 4 is Charmander. Charmander is one of my favorite Pokemon. He's my all-time favorite starter Pokemon. Not because I just like fire-type Pokemon, but because he also evolves into one of the most badass and famous Pokemon in the entire franchise. I'm not gonna say who because I'm pretty sure you already know who. He's just so adorable. His Pokedex entry reads, the flame at the tip of its tail makes a sound as it burns. You can only hear it in quiet places. That's kind of cool. It's not as in detail as other Pokemon, but it gives enough detail that it's like a very specific type. It's very cool. I love its little sprite in yellow where he's like, nah, Charmander, char. He's so cool and he's just so adorable. And also in the anime, it's one of the most heartbreaking scenes where you kind of realize that Pokemon can actually die. If not taken care of or if abandoned, these Pokemon have a real danger of dying. And it was something completely unexpected, and it just made me love Charmander even more, and now I just want to protect him the entire time. And I guess maybe that's why he's also my favorite starter. Alright, so coming in at number 3 is Ninetales. Ninetales is one of those beautiful Pokemon that I wish I could have, like, as a pet and stuff, because it's just so beautiful. Its eyes are just soul-gazingly amazing to just stare at. It definitely has a spot on this list because of that, but because also it tricked me at first. I thought it was going to be a fire psychic type just because of its Pokedex entries and the whole mysticism behind it. It can learn a few psychic moves, but not enough to actually make it into a psychic type. Its Pokedex entry reads, very smart and very vengeful. Grabbing one of its tails could result in a 1000-year curse. I don't know who or what lives that long, but if it did and it grabbed one of its tails, it would be cursed for practically its life. Ninetales is very awesome. She's not very competitive in the per se, but she's still one of the better Pokemon to use in-game just because she's awesome, and that's why she's number 3. Number 2 is a little bit of a shocker if you know me and if you've been paying attention. Number 2 has to go to Charizard. But Carlos, if Charizard is your favorite, why is he number 2 and not number 1? Well, we'll get to that in a minute when we actually get to our number 1, but I want to talk to number 2 because Charizard is the bae. He's like, oh my gosh, he's the reason why I love Pokemon so much, basically. Every opportunity that I get, I'm going to raise a Charizard. it's a gimme. Charizard is my favorite. I love his sprite from Yellow version where he just looks so majestic with his arms powered up. And oh, don't worry about me, I'll get rid of you in a second. So you'll just fine get away with my short little stubby arms. He's just so cool. He's a fire flying type. He's basically a dragon. I don't care what anybody says. He was my baby dragon, even though he's kind of also short for one. He's only 5'7". His Pokédex entry reads, spits fire that is hot enough to melt boulders. Known to cause forest fires unintentionally. He's just misunderstood. So what if he set fire to a couple hundred acres? It was an accident. Leave him alone. Alright, so coming in at number 1, the only other Pokemon that I know that can be just as badass as Charizard is Arcanine. Arcanine is one of the most badass Pokemon in Gen 1 simply because he's classified as a legendary Pokemon even though he's actually not. In the anime we first get a glimpse of Arcanine when Ash visits the Pokemon Center and he sees the slab of Articuno, Zapdos and Moltres and Arcanine, kind of signifying that he has a really important role to play in the legendary types, which it kind of turned out to not be true. He's just a fire type, he's not actually a legendary Pokemon per se, but he's just one of those amazing Pokemon that you wish they gave more attention to because he has so much potential. He has decent attack, he has really good speed, he can learn extreme speed in the later games. Gen 1, he's just a beast. His sprites are also pretty cool. His red and blue ones are one of my favorites, where he just kind of sitting there like a puppy waiting for you to, you know, give him an order to do, and he's just so cool, and his fur is just, it's so cool. I love Arcanine so much, and he doesn't get much love. I hope eventually he gets a mega evolution in the following games, gens, but until now he's just one of my favorite, and he's number 1 for Gen 1 fire types because of those reasons. And also his Pokédex entries, a Pokemon that has been admired since the past for its beauty. It runs agilely as if on wings. And also a legendary Pokemon in China. Many people are charmed by its grace and beauty while running. It's a majestic Pokemon. I can't say much more than that. Arcanine, you number 1. You number 1 here. Alright. So thank you guys for watching again. If you enjoyed this, please leave a like. It gets, you know, it gets me out there and we can see what other people like. If your list is different than mine, then that's cool. Why don't you tell me in the comments? Let me know what your list is, your top 5 Fire Gen 1 Pokemon are, and we'll talk about it. Please, if you can, share this video to other Pokemon fans out there. That'd be really awesome. And please subscribe. If you guys subscribe, it gives me more energy to do these videos, and I just want to do them for you guys. So go ahead and do all those, please, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.